Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about age cheating in sport, or what is commonly referred to as age fraud, and it is a rampant age-old problem in African football like we earlier mentioned. Now, the image you're about to see on your screens was an internet meme that went viral in June during the World Cup. It pokes fun on how some African players don't look their age. That's not to say the faces in the picture faked their age. Now, in the recent months, age fraud has manifested itself in CAF junior tournaments. In August, 3 Kenyan players were disqualified from the CECAFA U17 tournament in Tanzania after they failed MRI tests. Now, last week, Benin's U17 team was disqualified from the WAFU-B U17 after half of their players failed the test. Niger, Burkina Faso, Togo, Nigeria, and Cote d'Ivoire had 1 player each sent home for age fraud. Now, the mandatory use of magnetic resonance imaging, that is the MRI, was introduced by FIFA in 2009 to ascertain whether players are over age or not. MRI is considered to be 99% accurate until the age of 17, after which it becomes harder for medical professionals to calculate a person's age. But what prompts age cheating? In some cases, it's never really the fault of the player. Dr. Yasin Zergwini is the vice president of the CAF Medical Committee and also a member of the FIFA Medical Committee. He says that in the case of under 17 age cheats, and we quote, "We know that it is not generally bad intention or purpose if players are biologically above 17 years. In some countries, birth certificates are inaccurate or even not available, without that being the fault of the player or the association." But now, things get different when federations are asked to do independent MRI scans for age tests before CAF conduct its own before tournaments, and still overage players get busted. Several high-placed officials within the various associations in the ministries have acknowledged that they have at times deliberately created football ages so that older players are still eligible for under 20 and under 17 teams. Football administrators rather believe age cheating took a leap after the commercialization of the game in Africa. Clubs and footballers' agents have been accused of encouraging players to alter their ages so that it becomes less hard for them to obtain contracts with European clubs looking out for young talents. But age cheating is killing African football. Egyptian Football Association media officer Medar Shalabi likens age fraud to a cancer in African football. He argues that the practice is counterproductive, to which he is right. Age cheating is destroying football development in Africa. It makes tournaments useless because some players must not be playing because they are too old. What is the point of a 17-year-old rather competing in a tournament where the opposing team has players way above that age group? Now, the more this practice continues, the more gradually we lose credence as a continent. Our football stars become subject to unfair scrutiny and taunts. This reputation disturbs the success of our players abroad. Now, it is still fresh to recall the age saga that broiled across Europe concerning African stars like Nwankwo Kanu, Obafemi Martins, Julius Agaoa, and the likes, not forgetting the scandal involving Samuel Eto'o and the coach at Chelsea, Jose Mourinho, who claimed that the Cameroonian is older than what he says he is. Ultimately, Africa needs to start playing clean. Those are the sentiments shared by Namibian women football team coach Jacqueline Shipanga. Our National Football Association needs to support, they need not support such. Therefore, it's a general call to all federations around the continent to fix their houses and make things better. Until then, this menace will live on, and African teams will remain less productive and too mediocre to challenge other countries in the World Cup. That's all for today. Stay young.